I'm Alex.
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are
The Button Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers.
I will also start recording.
Are we using the video for this?
Alex is incapable of recording at this time. He's blinded by the headphones. He's literally treating it like a headphone. He is in the call on the phone through his head. Did you know? And you might, because you might be seeing the video footage for this video. Hi, everybody, and welcome to... Drum roll, please. Alex, drum the table, drum the hips. 2-year birthday of the Button Boiz.
Happy birthday to us. Even though this is going up like a month late, it's all right because we were doing PS2 month during our actual anniversary.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, lads.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been an override.
Spencer,
Yeah,
you've been on for more
That's
than
why
a
we're
full
here.
year now.
That's why we're here to announce we're ending the show.
We're going to go out with a Shrek map out.
Yeah.
Starting from the toilet. Somebody once told me.
Told me the world's going
Macaroni.
to me. Ain't the dude? Oh my god! I got the okay. I usually don't check my phone during this shit, but I just got a voice message from Black Metal Gamer. Should I play it?
I got it too.
Yeah.
You got okay. It's got to be good then. If he said to you too.
Okay. Let's here we go. Let me turn my volume up.
It's fucking Pride Month. Everything's turning gay. It's not just frogs. It's all the corporations. The globalists want to make me gay. Okay? Big Pharma wants me to take homosexual queer pills. I ain't turning gay for nothing.
Look at Alex Jones right there.
First reveal. We're on the Button Mappers.
You're missing out, Teddy. Not having him on
I'm not
Messenger.
in the circle, yeah.
He sends that shit out to all the time.
Damn.
I will let him know that I just played this on the podcast.
That made this
Well, that
whole
wasn't-
year worth it.
That was clearly Alex Jones. That was not an original piece. So.
Oh, he was just sending a clip from the show?
Yeah, that was an Alex Jones clip.
Yeah, he was like, "Isn't this interesting?"
Alex Jones responds to Pride Month. There's a title.
Speaking of pride, we have pride to be doing this for 2 fucking years.
Woo!
Jesus.
Every Monday.
Yeah, God. We haven't missed a Monday.
Not one.
The consistency is really impressive.
Thank you.
What other Monday show do you know? I thought so.
Garfield. Just kidding. He hates Mondays.
It's Button Mapper Monday, y'all. This is going up on a Monday.
Yep, that's how the podcast works.
Has Button Mappers changed your view of Monday?
I used to think I got a case of the Mondays.
But now it's actually a case of the Mondays.
Exactly.
It's a case of the
Because
fun
it's
days.
Pride Month. So, hey, Monday.
Hey, Monday. How you doing?
Hey, Monday.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah. We got a new upload for you today, which you can also check out in other places than YouTube. Where?
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Wait, don't say it yet. I have an idea.
He's thinking. We are watching Alex formulate his idea for all of the audio listeners.
Although, I won't
You
say.
can pretty much see his face bright up.
I'm asking Alex Jones to do our plugs. Let's see if he sent the clip.
The Alex Jones?
Yes.
That would be very, very exceptional.
I'm seeing if you'll do it.
Okay, well, we're not going to plug anything then. We're just going to talk.
Yeah. So,
2 years of button maps, dude. And we did a 1 year retrospective for our 1 year anniversary.
That's right.
So now we're doing a 2 year retrospective for our 2 year anniversary.
Absolutely.
So numbers work.
It's a good system we got going.
Let's talk about how much we hate doing the show. I'm just kidding.
Fucking YouTube analytics.
I gotta deal with Spencer every week.
Yeah. I'm a lot to put up with. I understand that.
I mean, I get on the call and Spencer's like, "How you doing, man?" And I'm like, "Oh, fucking this shit."
Oh, this shit again? This fucker? God damn it.
These
Ask
fucking
me how
gentlemen.
I'm doing.
Long hair.
He's implying that I could be doing bad.
Beautiful hair.
Being worried for my well-being.
No, it's well, how do you think it's evolved over the years?
Oh, it's evolved.
Pokemon Gen 2, baby. That's 100 Pokemon of content. Plus. It's like
We have
Nintendo
more
dogs plus
Pokemon.
cats, but it's like
Plus
Pokemon,
Pokemon.
Gen 1 plus 100.
Cats. 100 cats.
Pokemon cats plus dogs.
Could you imagine being like in a box filled with 100 cats and then somebody shaking the box?
Yes. No. Tell us, what would it be like? That's the
think
core
it's-
experience you can experience on your Nintendo 3DS. In Nintendogs plus
Being shaken in a box filled with 100 cats.
plus cats. Now in 3D.
So yeah, the show. How has it evolved? Well, I feel like we're stupider.
Speak for yourself. I've actually gained quite the intellect here on the show.
I would like a. Oh well, never mind. I have to edit this, so I'm not doing it. I would say I would like a clip compilation real fast of every time I've said, "Teddy, what the fuck is wrong with you?"
Probably like 5.
Yeah, that's been. Yeah, probably like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
How do you
good
think?
amount.
How do you think the map outs have evolved? I personally love them. I think that each map out almost has gotten better than the last.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Chrono Trigger was great. Oh, Spencer looks sad. The map outs, yeah, have definitely improved. And I don't know. I mean, they were good. They've been good, but I don't know when we hit our stride, like when we really got it. But like, they make for the best episodes now.
At that point last year, we had probably 3 map outs that were like, just standouts. Ukulele was our first one, and there was room for improvement, but it was just really funny. And then Pokemon Gen 1 was just start to finish beautiful, and Mario 64 was really good too. I really liked it. The other ones were good. Since then, we've had some just back-to-back bangers, man. Sunshine, Diddy Kong, Gen 2.
I mean, even a month after our last year update, we did the Final Fantasy 7.
Both of those are really good. Super Metroid, Donkey Kong 2. Fucking gold.
I think what we learned, and this is just from speaking, I guess, from my perspective, was that not only do we map out the game's narrative, but we also, in some sense, we form our own narrative while recording the episodes. There are certain aspects of the map out episodes now that stack on top of each other as we go along. I think Diddy Kong Racing is a good example of that, where if you were to tune in at the end of the episode, you wouldn't have any context for what's happening because all the jokes stack on top of each other.
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
kind of form our own little narrative as we go along.
I would never have thought to make Diddy Kong Country a commentary on socialism.
That was Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah,
Commentary and socialism.
yeah.
Yeah, that Diddy Kong Racing one, I actually recommended that one to a friend of mine. He's like, "What are you doing nowadays?" I'm like, "I do this button mappers thing." He's like, "What's an episode I could check out?" That's the one I pointed him to. I'm like, "Just go there for the nonsense, and if you like it, then keep going." And yeah, he loved it. It was that one is balls to the wall, insane, and I think more stuff like that would be and I think we have something lined up, but I don't want to spoil it. But I'm excited for that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the map outs are definitely, I think, what have improved the most. It was funny this time, like whenever we did the year anniversary of last time, I think we had taken a break from discourses for a while at that point. Because we didn't return to the discourse format until maybe October or something.
I could tell you right now.
Something like that. I know we took a break from discourses because we didn't. I don't know if we didn't. What the deal was, like we didn't like it.
We had all map August, and Final Fantasy took 2, and then the community discourse was another one. That was actually our third. We had, at the time we did the 1 year, we had 2 community discourses up.
No, not the community. I'm talking like the intellectual.
I know.
discourse.
I'm also just saying, like, in general.
Oh, okay.
And then Mario versus Sonic Timber, we had a Mario map out and a Sonic map out, and we did the community discourse. So like they were fillers, like, or not fillers. I don't like using that word for that, but like, you know, the intellectual discourse didn't have a place. And oddly enough, when we came back for the intellectual discourse, it was October, as you were saying, and I think that some of them were our best yet. We had the worst games ever, and we had the Wii U.
Like the PU.
Good episodes though.
Yeah, we took a break from the intellectual discourses because we didn't think there was a place for it, and then we brought them back, and yeah, they're great now. I feel like some of our best intellectual discourses have been from this year. I fucking love the DK1 versus DK2 episode and the Pokemon Gen 1 versus Gen 2 episodes. They're both really stellar episodes.
Yeah, for different reasons. I agree. Yeah, go ahead.
I've loved the community interaction that mostly you guys have cultivated. It's gotten even better.
Yeah.
Bolder, bigger. We pretty regularly do these what do you call it? Like questions that we ask the community, and then they do a response, and we put them in these videos. And they're just so much fun and cause so much discussion. Sometimes so much drama, but whatever. It's fun. Yeah. I adore that kind of thing, and it's cool to see people's responses. Like VG's a constant like killer on that.
So
and I want to be clear about this. I mean, it's not going to spoil anything, but we are recording this episode pre PS2 month community video, so we don't know the outcome of that yet. So we can't talk on that.
So if all hell has broken loose, we don't know.
We don't know at this point because we're just prepping for, because we got some plans in July. We're gonna be busy, so we're prepping for July at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to say that this year we have fucking not only on the front of getting the community interaction, but we fucking killed it with just keeping the community discourses themselves interesting.
Yeah.
But
we put a lot of thought into them.
Spencer, you fucking killed me with that rap.
Oh, good.
I have just gone back and rewatched that just to listen to your rap.
I came up with the bass line too.
It's amazing. Oh, did you?
I didn't play it on the bass. I actually don't have a bass anymore, but I programmed the bass.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then Teddy, you did the N64 versus PS1 month one, and that one was fucking hilarious. And not to mention, I was a baby.
Yeah, the baby thing, creepy but great.
Honestly, like all of those thread videos, even going back to the first one, are just really good videos. Like, and it's fun because like we don't really do videos on here so much. You know, we do like, you know, edit stuff together, like gameplay footage and stuff. But you know, for some of these videos, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just have like backgrounds. But you know, like those as like standalone quick videos, it's just been they're all fun. They're all good video projects.
I think you mean I have backgrounds.
No, but I mean like even the moving ones.
Oh yeah,
Spencer
yeah.
uses
Even those.
sometimes I use them sometimes.
Well, and that's kind of the funny thing about our channel is that we're actually a conglomeration of people that do make videos. So it's like it's easy to forget that, and then that's our little chance to be for creativity.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And also, I think another difference too is like the game awards that we did in December, you know, happened between our last anniversary and now. And I think since that time, we've seen even a lot of the guests open up and be more personable and enjoyable, even in their community responses or when they're featured again on the show. We've had multiple appearances and you know, we've opened up and had a few people who weren't on the show before too. And so it really feels like that Button Mapper network is expanding in a way.
Yeah, like we have, like we're the host, but we have like an interchangeable cast almost of like other players now. You know, I think this time last year we were still trying to, you know, we were still doing the guest thing and bringing them on for the first time and stuff. But this time I think most of them have gotten comfortable with the Button Mappers and understand like what the show is. You know.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good episodes. A lot of good episodes with guests. A lot of good topics. A lot of good map outs. The game talks are always great. The Q&A has been great. We made the Q&A its own thing. Spencer, you know, his concept was the ultimate Q&A. I
fried my brain.
The Q&A. So, oh my gosh, that was like questions everywhere. You can't close your eyes without seeing a question. Here come the Facebook questions. No,
That was intense. There's some funny stories behind that whole thing. It was originally going to be even bolder than what you saw, but I
Tell us.
Come on, tell us. So the original idea, it almost came to fruition, almost to the announcement. It was almost changed like last minute. It's just like I'm gonna pull back. The original idea was you got to pick not the next, but a game that we're going to map out.
Oh,
just to put it out to the world.
Jesus.
And I was like, well, you know, if somebody wins and they're gonna make us pick like a 60-hour game that's like on the Genesis or on the Saturn or something, and like how are we even gonna?
Why is that your worry? My worry is Terry winning and playing Valkyrie profile or whatever.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like it's like you should play the 60-hour game that isn't really a good map out game.
And you must
I mean,
only
it might
get
be, I
A
don't know.
endings.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I'm reading the Wikipedia.
Well, hey, you were granted permission to do Paper Mario Thousand Year Door as a Let's Play.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to play it if he buys me a copy.
So yeah, I went from that to okay, they can tell us a console that they want, and we'll pick a game off that console to do. I'm like, but still, what if they pick something stupid, like just because they're gonna do that, and they pick like the Atari or the Saturn or something?
Stop picking on stuff I like.
Well, the problem with the Saturn is that it's tough to emulate, and and the games are expensive. So it's like you have to pick a game on the Saturn. It's like, okay, whatever Alex has, we'll just I guess pass it around or something. I don't know how you would even do that. So then I was like, but I was stuck on that for a while, and I was like, okay, but I'll even put in the thing that we can veto it if it's too weird. And I was like, it's getting a little too crazy, like to do this rule thing. So at the very last minute, I'm like, you get to ask 2 questions, whatever, because I wanted something like to incentivize people to put a question in. So
What do you
that was good.
Spencer, to you directly? So last anniversary, you hadn't been on the show too long. You joined in like March, right?
Yeah.
So a few months. How do you feel now versus then?
Well, I'm definitely more into the decision making. as you saw with Spencer Month. Definitely, like back then, I was more along for the ride for the beginning part of it, which makes sense. It's like you guys already had a bunch of content planned, so it's not like I was going to go in there and start stomping on the ideas and just be like, no, we're not doing that. So I was more along for that ride, which is fine. I enjoyed it, and I actually don't mind that. But I think as time has progressed, you guys have like eased me into decision making on it, and I've been able to make some judgment calls. Hopefully for the better. I don't know. We'll see. But I've gotten to experiment a lot more with marketing the show and doing different ways we can get the name out. So that's been a lot of fun, and it's been a little bit of work, but it's fun work. So it's cool.
One thing I appreciate is that we've streamlined content production much more clearly and transparently, since then.
Oh yeah.
Like
We know who does. We know who does what and when.
we do, but the viewers don't.
It's a mystery.
Join the Discord to find out more, since we haven't heard back from Alex Jones.
Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, yeah. No wait, don't. Okay, well hold on, wait. He's seen it. I just asked him to shout out Apple Podcasts, Spotify, so we'll see what he says.
Well, now they know that it's Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
I know. Stop. I retract that.
He meant Banana Bucket and
Spotify.
Stripify.
Yeah, Buttify.
Buttify?
So when you guys originally created the button mappers, is this how you envisioned it growing, or where do you see it as compared to your original vision?
That's a tough question, because I've personally, for going into it, it's the first time I'd ever attempted doing a podcast type project like this. First time we'd ever collabed on like really like owning a channel together, and stuff like that. So I think at the time we just saw it as a new creative outlet. I don't know if I had a vision of the future then,
Compared to the videos that we were putting out, like for the first videos on the button mappers, a lot's changed and a lot stayed the same. We still stick with the every week upload. We still stick with the 3 core formats that we did: the discourse, the game talk, the map out. The only thing we've added is the community discourse, and some variations have happened. The inclusion of gameplay footage every so often. The inclusion of the backgrounds, which I really like, and also the use of clips, which I haven't quite like figured out the perfect way to do yet, but I'm enjoying doing it and seeing how it opens up to a new audience. I think this is further than maybe I ever saw the idea of the podcast going, or maybe it's a bit slower than I thought, but only if you look at like logistically numbers and stuff. But I think if you look at community engagement, this is better than most podcasts out there. A lot of people just post podcasts, and I don't see a community around them. I see the podcast thing die off. We've been strong. We've built this in a way that's sustainable. And I think that's a real testament to our reflective minds and to the way that we're always kind of thinking about the podcast. We listen back to the podcast. We do care about our audience here. And I think it's turned into something more than I originally anticipated with the show. And that's a beautiful thing.
We've built like an ecosystem, haven't we?
A biodome.
Starring Morgan Freeman.
Who loves the 3DS. Where he can play Nintendogs.
Who the fuck was in Biodome?
Pauly Shore.
Probably sure, yeah.
Nathan Fillion?
Was he?
No.
I don't know. There's all those little guys. It was Pauly Shore and one of the Baldwins. It might have been Steven or something.
Okay.
The hand-me-down Baldwin.
But yeah, that was a good question. And I hope the show will only grow, in terms of interaction, in terms of hopefully, subscribers and stuff too. But I hope that with this we don't ever like stagnate. I hope we're always pushing to create new experiences for the audience and new experience for us, and keep things interesting.
If you guys had to answer, I think we've answered this before, but I think it's always worth kind of coming back to and thinking, what do you think the current value / purpose of the button mappers is?
To make as many Shrek jokes as possible.
Go.
Get out of the swamp! Don't get!
Don't get!
I think one of the, I don't know about purpose. That's a hard one for me. I've always had a hard time with that kind of question. But the values. Oh, did we get something?
Oh, he said he will in a minute.
Okay. But one of the values is, I think we're one of the few channels with multiple people that openly disagree with each other and are okay with that. A lot of like multi-person channels and podcasts and stuff, they're kind of just yes men to each other, and they just say like oh, the newest Final Fantasy was great. Yeah. Like, oh, but the story was a little weak. Oh yeah, it wasn't very good, was it? And then they're like, oh, but I like some of the characters. Oh, I like them too. Yeah, I like this. Me and Alex specifically will openly trash each other's opinions on everything, which I think is much more interesting. And I just agree with you too, Teddy, on some things. So it's
Thanks.
But you and I are more kind of like we like Dragon Quest, so we're kind of sit on that a lot. But the community discourse is basically us all arguing, which is great that we have a thing that's specifically delegated to us arguing over things in the community and just how different we are. And I think that kind of stuff should be celebrated and makes it a lot of fun, as opposed to some of your alternatives of just everybody agrees with each other because everything is great, apparently.
Yeah. Yes, I respect your opinion, but I think that personally, I think that this is better.
If only it were that civil.
Yeah. No, I love that it's not civil. Like that's like, come on, can we have some fun? Like,
Yeah,
I love that we put these videos one after the other. We're like, nope. I agree with that. That guy's right. I love that. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, I agree on that front, and I feel like I'm a troublemaker when it comes to the community discourses.
We got a lot of troublemakers here. I think
Yeah.
we're all troublemakers in our own right.
Oh yeah.
Teddy, you're a troublemaker because you like the. Sorry. I just keep thinking, Teddy, during the episodes, you just go off the rails sometimes.
It's been happening a lot more lately. But you know
I
what?
know!
It's the back-to-back episodes that do it. Although today's surprisingly an inverse. The first one I felt a little ridiculous. Today, this episode's fine, but come on, it's all coming from a place of love, isn't it?
No, it is. I like it. I'm just saying. It's been like something that I noticed that like I was like the first like towards the beginning of this year when you really started to like hone in on it. It was just you kept doing it, and I was just like, Teddy, are you all right? What's happening?
The first one I noticed it like heavily on was the Ultimate Q&A, because he was like joking around the first, and then he said something that he started saying in basically every podcast was, "I'm just dicking around."
Dicking around.
Yeah.
Hey guys, don't worry, I'm just dicking around. The Royal Rumble has been a staple.
Your Royal Rumble will not leave.
That one's here to stay.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good joke.
I do like somewhat trolling, but not to an offensive point. So, if you ask me what the value of the show is, I think it's that also, sometimes people will put on a show, but we are the show. I said before sometimes, and it's kind of in jest, but sometimes the lines blur between when are we recording and when are we just being conversational. And I think one of the beauties that you've seen in a lot of episodes of late is that, we hit record and we go like it's almost like it's just a continuation of whatever the hell we were just doing and talking about. The first 5 minutes and sometimes the entire episodes. I think some of those are some of my favorites too.
Oh my God.
The whole episode is just like jokes and talking shit.
I love whenever I'm in charge of editing an episode and I get to just use the bullshit that we were supposed to cut out. And I'm just like, nah, I need to keep this in. It's like it's too good.
I heard a couple of them. And at first, I thought it was an error. Like at first, I thought it like, oh, he got lazy and just uploaded the whole damn clip that much.
No.
And then I'm like, oh, this is why he left it in because of just like all the crap we would say at the beginning.
And sometimes it's a hit and sometimes it's a miss, but I think it gives the viewers a different perspective on us that maybe other shows don't get. Like, hey guys, today we're going to talk about Rareware's Donkey Kong Country 2, released in 1990 whatever.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is that I think the show, we have topics. We talk about our opinions on games and map out a game and talk about, whatever game talks and questions and stuff like that, whatever. But I think the show anymore is more about us. It's more about the personalities behind the topics, behind the questions, behind the games. And I feel like, honestly, I enjoy podcasts that do that more because, I don't know, and I don't want to boil it down to this, but I think of late for me, it's been because of, we've been in a pandemic for the last, I don't know how fucking long. And, I interact with the same people every day at work, family, whatever. So it's just nice to, almost feel like you have an interaction with these other people through something like that where, it feels a little more personal.
Can I tell you guys a cool story? So
Yeah, go ahead.
This is getting more personal, but when I was in grad school, there's a guy who I kind of liked, won't name drop or nothing. He's a cool guy, but every time I hung out with him, it was always involved alcohol. And so he would, he'd take us to the karaoke bar. He'd get me so wasted. And I didn't like it. I hated it, but I was kind of I was just going along with it. And he would be the kind of guy that just keeps handing you drinks and you don't realize it. And after a while you get super drunk. And so there were certain nights I was just miserable. Some of the dumbest things I've done, some of the dumbest mistakes, I would call this girl up one time and be like, oh my gosh, I love you. And meanwhile, she's got a guy that she was going to marry or something. And the next day she's like, what the fuck, Teddy? And so, a lot of stupid memories, some are memorable, but anyways, I didn't like the fact that I was more of a drinking buddy to him than I was a friend. And, I've had a hard time making friends in person. And since coming home and just in general in my life, I've had some difficult portions of my life. And, recently he texted me karaoke bar, the one we always used to go to. And, this is the date. It's the last day of school, last day of our work before summer vacation. Be there, no excuses. And, earlier in the day, I texted, Daniel and confirmed to get him on for a show. And he just sounded super excited about it. I talked with you guys about getting on the show this weekend. You guys were super excited about it. And I just you know what, fuck it. And I said, no, I'm good. Thanks anyway. And it was me stepping up and saying, this and you guys are more important to me than feeling obligated to some BS formality of being in grad school with somebody else when all they wanted was to just recognize the fact that I was in that position with them and they want to take advantage of me by getting me drunk, and that's the only way they see me.
It's part of growing up, I guess.
You just ruined my plans for Spencer. That's how I see Spencer. I just want to get him drunk.
Spencer's a big boy now. I don't think that's going to happen.
Big boy? He's only 35.
32.
He's only 38. Come on, Teddy.
Oh.
I thought he was 29.
I wish. Oh my
He was
god.
69.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, tension.
I think one of the other aspects of the show that's definitely improved is, and it goes along with what I was saying about it more being about the personality and feeling more about us than it is the topics sometimes, is getting the guests on. I feel like when we first started getting guests on, we were trying to maybe be a little more proper with it. I feel like, especially for returning guests, they know us. But even when we get new guests on, when we had Console Kev on, we had Black Metal Gamer on, we haven't, those episodes, we don't stop doing what we do. We just invite the guests to do it alongside us, and for the most part, they usually comply. And we've had some really funny moments with guests where Console Kev, that was a great episode. I don't know if he was fully knew what he was getting himself into,
No,
but
not at all.
that was a great episode. And there's moments in the episode where like we're joking about something, and I'm making I'm making like a Jaws joke or something, and he's just like, oh, what Jaws? Okay, Jaws only, yeah. And it's just, he goes along with it and stuff. And it's just funny moments like that. And I feel like that's something we've been better at now, is that like when we get a guest on, they feel they feel more welcome to open up and be themselves whenever that's what we're doing.
I just feel like, can I ask Spencer?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
I just feel like we've done better at like knowing who's good to be on the show. Like, because I do feel like you and me were ourselves when Ethan came on, and the meshing, it happened with you guys, but it didn't happen all three of us. And also part of it's that we have a three-way dynamic too, me, you, Spencer. But I agreed that, the cohesion between everybody and the inviting nature has definitely been present, especially since last time.
Well, and to speak to Alex's thing about it's about us, not the game, I think video game content on YouTube is inherently really dumb. Like, it's almost all really bad, because like, what do you, as a content creator, like, what are you supposed to do? Like what video game content can you make that isn't that is worth anything? Because we don't make
a derivative of something.
Right. We don't make
Exactly.
the games. We're just going to report on the thing that somebody else already reported on, or we're going to tell you our opinion on a game that has a 5 million Metacritic scores. We're going to tell you like what games you should buy on the DS. There's like 5 million lists of that you can find on the internet. So really, like, we talk about video games as our platform to give you us. And I think that's the important part, is what can we give you that nobody else can? Because if it's just video games, there's no reason. like video, it makes there's nothing that we can give you that like, are we going to tell you the date that Donkey Kong Country came out? You go to Wikipedia, you'll find it in 2 seconds. Like, there's nothing we can give you, so you have to come to us.
Now, if you want the wrong dates, I got you.
Yeah, we'll give you those.
Chatty's good at his statistics.
That's my background.
And Alex can tell you all about the Banana Wars.
The Banana
like.
Boys. Dude, no, I totally agree with what you're saying. And the most of the content creators I like them for their personality. I like them for who they are and what they show through the content. I've not to shit on his videos, but I've watched videos by like, I forget his name, like Classic Gaming Quarterly, and he's like, today we're talking about the Genesis launch lineup. The Genesis launched at this date, and it came with these games, and this, and it just like, it feels very like, okay, like I'm listening to a Wikipedia article. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the content that I really enjoy are the videos where it's more opinionated, it's more biased, it's more about the person behind the camera, rather than what they're showing me.
To CGQ's credit, those are some well edited.
I'm not saying,
yeah.
like I said, I'm not saying I don't like those videos, but I'm saying is that if everybody made content like that,
Yeah.
this would get boring as fuck.
Yeah, but I think the thing too is that kind of video does add value in terms of a consumption way that is not tied to personality that people actually really gravitate towards. I find that we marry the two really well, content and personality. Too many podcasts, the content is shallow. It's gaming news. It's, it's just not interesting. There's no concept behind it. Our concept is we're going to map out the game. Our concept is we're going to bring you an array of games and do a Q&A. Our concept is let's talk topics, and our concept is let's bring everybody in. Screw it. Guests, community, Q&A, live episodes. We got you. Like, we're going to, this isn't just us. It's like, it's a whole thing. And so I think that, yes, while personality is big, we have a sort of mission here that suits not just us, but also our viewers.
And it's to waste as much as your time on jokes as possible. Yeah, I don't know what.
Favorite episodes since last year?
Yeah. Since last anniversary episode, favorite episodes. Fuck.
There's too
That's
many
hard.
like perfect.
No. That's what. That's easy for me. I'm going Pokemon. I'm going Gen 2. That map out is fantastic. I've that and it's crazy because that map is like 2 hours long, but every time I listen to it, it just fucking flies by because it's so hilarious.
The top 5 cheeses, or not top 5, but it's just like this the history of cheeses.
Yeah, the cheese, the cheese names, the kimono girls.
I don't know. To me, I think the perfect representation of what we do in the best form would be the Mario Sunshine.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that was good too.
I think I like the Diddy Kong one more just because it's absolutely chaotic and nuts. But I think the Mario Sunshine map out, like it is like what Steady was saying, it does the video game part and the personality part really well.
Too many beach stages for my liking, but I would agree.
gosh, you guys already picked like the top 2 probably from the last year. I don't know. Come back to me. I don't have an answer right now.
I like the worst games episode too. I think the worst games episode is really good because we get to just tell stories.
Yeah.
And I don't know, there's just something really fun about that like narrative aspect and just kind of telling our own dumb stories about, playing bad games and stuff.
I think that was also perfectly suited to have BioPhoenix on for.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we've gotten better at knowing who becomes, who goes on what episode. Unless it's SNES Mapper, then he goes on everything.
Yeah.
That's his fault for having Mapper in his name.
Yeah. It's the Mapper Plus. I liked Country 2 a lot.
That's a good one.
It's just, there's so many good moments. It was a musical by nature. Like there's so many songs in there. The Savage Ditty, the Killer Ditty. We somehow have continued the lore of Donkey Kong. Like, it's great. It was good. So.
Oh, and that's what I was saying. Like we almost build our own narratives.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I prefer a game with less narrative to it. Like I like it when there's a game that's coming up that we're going to do that has nothing, and we could totally plug in our own stuff.
We can say that now because it's coming out in July. So.
Well, yeah. So
Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Shadow of the Hedgehog.
Cool. Shadow of the Hedgehog.
That did not happen. Yeah. That is what did they call that? Revisionist history.
But yeah, I like it when the game doesn't have a narrative, so we can just plug in our own ideas of what the hell is going on, and it just makes it so much more interesting and entertaining.
Oh boy!
One of my favorite podcasts before I got into podcasting was this thing called Flophouse, the Flophouse podcast. So they review bad movies. It's like 2 comedians and one like bartender or something, and it's really, really funny. Like 2 of them are actually writers on Comedy Central, I think, or Daily Show or something like that. And they would review these bad movies, and I haven't seen any of these movies. I don't watch movies or anything, so I don't really have a thing to say what they are. But they describe them in their own way and fill in gaps that the director didn't. And the way that they describe it is so much more entertaining than the movie actually is. And I love that idea of us just like, okay, you're playing Donkey Kong Country. He stole your bananas. Go. Like, we fill in the rest of what the hell is going on in like their travels. And I love that idea. Just it's so much more fun. Then like that's why you guys said Final Fantasy VII was good. I enjoyed it, but I don't like that stuff as much. Or like The Last of Us, I wasn't super thrilled with, just because I'm following like an already constructed and serious narrative, and I prefer it when it's just nothing and we figure it out as we go.
Well, the thing is that worked really well for Pokemon, and Pokemon has consistently worked terrifically, despite it having a narrative. Go ahead, Alex.
Oh yeah, I say because like Pokemon has nothing. Yeah, I never thought about it like that, honestly.
But I also enjoyed I enjoyed being a part of Chrono Trigger. It was a shame that Alex wasn't able to jump in as much, but I did enjoy discoursing through the time periods. Like that was part of my original incentive to kind of map out games. Before we did the map out, I had done the narrative analyses, And my thing is, I thought it would be so cool to narrate like a game from start to finish. And the map out inevitably became an evolution of that. And so I almost like the RPG stuff a little more.
Well, if you like RPGs, boy, do I have the channel for you.
Turbo Dojo, Judo Chop.
Yeah,
Way over there.
I'm sure we're gonna do plenty of RPGs on Turbo Dojo.
Starting with Mega Man Battle Network and Sonic the Dark
Hell yeah.
Brotherhood.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, I don't even know. I wish we need to like compile a list of all the jokes at some point, because I can't even track like what jokes formed between last year and this year.
Best of the Button Mappers.
It's true.
Yeah.
God, the last Best of Button Mappers was pretty good. I think we're gonna have a knockout year coming up.
We gotta start hunting these clips down.
I was talking to Teddy about this. I think we should break it up into 2. There's no way we can condense it all into, like, if we pick one, it's gonna be 3 hours long.
Well, the good thing about that is it could take up 2 Mondays in December.
Yeah.
What we're saying is that we want to be lazy and have 2 Mondays off in December.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a little lazy.
Yeah, the end of the year we got Christmas and everything.
Yeah.
But you're putting off the importance of the Game Awards. I think the Game Awards is one of the greatest things we've done.
Oh my god,
I love that episode,
dude!
and I'm sure we're gonna do it again this year. So hopefully, whoever can join can join.
My vision is that eventually it just becomes like 100-person Google Meet call.
We do the Game Awards, and it's just like all these people trying to talk over each other.
We have to go through like 64 unique participants Game Awards. We'll be here all day. I would love that. We'll have people dropping in. Oh, sorry, gotta go, guys. All right, Bob. We'll see you. See you, Bob.
What? Hold on, wait. What Monday is this episode airing?
Check out Retro Bob over on Retro Bob Plays.
Oh my God! Do you know what's happening right now in the future?
At the time of the viewer listening, it's the present. Go.
Well, by the time of us recording, it's the future. Future.
Yeah, sure. We will be together.
Yeah, if my calendar is correct, and we're uploading this the 3rd Monday of July, we're all together currently in the future.
Join the
we can listen to this
Discord for
episode.
exclusive photos.
Do what?
We could do a reaction video to our anniversary episode.
Yeah, this will be coming out while we're all on vacation again.
I love the part where he went donkey.
Yeah, we'll be sitting around this table, just like somebody's phone is playing it. We'll just be like hunched over listening,
Dude.
and then it'll be like, "Donkey!" We're like,
Yeah!
Yeah, donkey!
Donkey! Every time he says donkey, take a drink. That would be surreal.
Donkey.
Sitting on the couch. Oh, but Alex is getting drunk tonight. All of us listening to the anniversary episode. I'm in.
Donkey. It's I didn't realize
what
that.
are we drinking?
Spoiler alert: we have. Well, I don't know if it's a spoiler at this point because you have like a week until this happens. We're on vacation while you're listening to this episode when it releases, and there will be plenty of content from that vacation in August. So
It'll be all Mapper August.
I thought it was vacation.
Last year we had all Map August. Well, now stay tuned for all Mapper August.
Getting back to some of our favorite stuff. What was your favorite month?
Ooh, favorite theme month. Ooh, that's a good question.
Let's take it back.
Yeah, Teddy, list me.
Okay.
Good job.
July RPG.
Okay.
Do you guys want to just do a 1 to 5 scale? For
Oh,
each of
okay.
No, six stars, dude.
these? JRPG month. I just remember VG Mesh going JRPG.
That was good.
That's my favorite.
I have to get the thing up so I can even see what videos there were.
I could just tell you. Game Talk Phoenix Edition, Final Fantasy VII Disc 1 and Disc 2 and 3, and the turn-based versus action RPGs. Community Discourse. But I'll give you the link if you want to look along.
That episode had the Mountain Dew commercial. I put that in there. You're welcome.
Okay. August was All Map August, where we had Game Talk All Map Edition with Daniel Santos, Sonic CD, Donkey Kong Country, Ocarina of Time, and The Last of Us Part 2.
That was a pretty good month.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the Ocarina of Time map out. Although it was kind of missing a little something, but I think the commentary was good.
So I'm just a little something to you, okay?
Yeah, I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Oh, it was Alex. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, cool. Mario versus Sonic Timber, where we had
That
the
was
Game
a good
Talk
month.
Mario versus Sonic Edition, Sonic Mania, Super Mario World, which is better, Mario or Sonic Community Discourse.
That's a good month.
That was a good month.
Yeah, first off, the Sonic Mania one is probably our hidden gem episode.
That's one of the best map outs. Oh my gosh, I love Armando Sinks. We have not brought Armando back. Armando only exists in that one episode.
Although he's really in every episode. We just don't plug him.
How about the Sonic Mania map out is twice as long as the Super Mario World map out?
That's ridiculous. It's like 3 hours.
I don't remember what the hell the clip was for the Button Mapper Best of Button Mappers, but oh my god, when I was listening back to all of Sonic Mania, I was laughing the whole way. But when I heard that one clip, I was on the floor. I was cracking up like,
Are you talking about the Propeller Submarines commercial?
Yes, I think that was it. I think that was it.
With the domestic violence.
Honey, get out! Get the ruler. That was great.
God, that might be the one.
That's a good episode. Yeah, I always forget about that episode until I listen to it. It's got so much good shit in it. Yeah, and we usually do running jokes, but I often forget that Armando only exists in Sonic Mania map out.
We're bringing him back, boys.
No, we're not.
The community discourse was pretty good too.
Yeah, it was.
It was heated. That was the year of Bill. It was probably Bill's last episode.
Even that game talk was good. I think one of my favorite jokes from that game talk was me and you trying to outdo each other, Spencer.
Pizza.
Yeah, the Sonic pizza.
And Sonic will come to your door with a free pizza.
Yeah,
and I will show up in a Sonic costume with the pizza in the shape of Sonic's face.
Yeah. It's me.
That's going to be a tough one to beat.
Sonic pizza.
It's me, Sonic. Italian Sonic.
That was a good month. But plus, Mario World was my favorite part of Mario World is just Bruno doing the doors.
That was the solid 4.5 out of 5. I'd say it's a good month.
It's a good month. It's a good month.
I thought we were doing it out of 6.
October, we had Horrible Gaming, where we had the Horrible Game Talk, Worst Games Ever, Wii U Discourse, and Resident Evil map out.
Resident Evil was very fun to play, and was also a good map out.
Yeah.
It's a good month, too, yeah.
That's a strong one. It's also a strong 4.5. Worst Games just had so much story time in there. That was great. It's great to have Faberlon on.
Yeah, he was a good guest. He had some funny moments.
Was the Wii U the one where I had that stupid microphone issue?
Yep, the Wii U sounds terrible because of you, Spencer.
Sorry.
That docks it half a point.
Yeah. My bad.
November, we had Nintendo 64 Vember, where we had the Game Talk N64 edition, A Week with N64, Defending Bad Games, and Diddy Kong Racing. And the community discourse, Nintendo 64, good or bad.
That wasn't a bad month.
Diddy Kong pulls the weight.
Diddy Kong is...
Yeah. And even just Game Talk with Damon. It was nice to get Damon on, because you guys have been collabing for a while. It was also our first time having Multimaster on.
Yeah. That's where came from.
Yeah.
No, that was a very good one. The Diddy Kong Racing thing stands out. Just wow.
Dude,
What?
the week with N64 is where Ice Cream Truck came from.
My ice cream truck.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's Ice Cream Truck.
December was like, I don't know what the theme is here.
I don't think we had one. I think we were just...
Yeah.
Celebration or something. We had Game Talk Christmas Edition, Game of the Year awards.
Oh my God, Game Talk Christmas Edition. I'm sorry. That's such a good episode.
I love the, oh my God, the Batman. And hey, it's me, Batman.
Batman!
And the Star Spangled Banner with Clu Clu Land and columns.
No, the Spice Single Banner at the end we started talking about with all the games, because it was Cthulhu and Bit Trip and Samurai Showdown.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cthulhu RPG.
That was terrible.
Start Luigi.
That was a really good month.
Sunshine and Best of the Button
Sunshine
Mappers. That's probably a perfect month.
and the Game Awards, yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect month.
Good one.
January was Pokuary, where we had the Pokemon Edition Game Talk, Pokemon Knockoffs, Gen 1 versus Gen 2, and the
my
Gold,
God.
Silver, Crystal map out.
Pokemon Game Talk is where Pidgey Pops came from.
Pidgey Pops is here to stay. Like, that was great. I didn't think Sonic Pops could be outdone, but Pidgey Pops was like...
Tastes like a chick.
Chicken. February was Babuary, where we had with Console Kev, Game Talk, female characters in gaming with Montana, Super Metroid map out, and then female representation in gaming. You know, this month turned out better than I kind of expected.
I think it turned out all right. I didn't love the concept. I just don't think we had a strong concept here. Like, we wanted to talk about females in gaming. I don't know if we hit the mark of what we were trying to do.
You know, it's the first time we tried something like this. So.
Yeah. Because our community question, are females represented well in gaming? It's just like begging. It's like holding an explosive.
We'll get it better next time we do something like that.
Yeah. Metroid was great. Super Metroid.
Super Metroid is terrific. It's a good map out too.
I don't know any jokes from that one off of my head.
It was less of a jokey one because I think we were just happy with the game. We were like, this game's awesome.
Yeah, I think you guys got mad at me for like trying to do jokes.
Did we?
No, well, mostly Alex, but March was Spencer month, sexy Spencer month with Spencer edition with JD, Button Mappers Live, the Ultimate Q&A, the Alex and Teddy interpersonal discourse, and yeah, I think that. Oh, and Chrono Trigger, yeah, and we also uploaded the Spencer tribute rap video.
The Button Mappers Live episode was a lot of fun. We did that game where I picked like quotes from you guys. And so, and I think Alex won got like a perfect score.
I missed like one. I think
the last one or so, one of the not the last one. It's one of them. But.
It was fun to play a game that the viewers can play with us.
Yeah, I don't think the crossword kind of lived up to that, but
no,
it's me, Bale, certified real.
Knocked out something. Evander Holyfield.
Holyfield. I will forever have that verse in my head.
And Bill's last appearance on the Mappers. So sad.
That was a good episode. The Game Talk was fun with JD.
Yeah,
that was a good episode.
Yeah, and the Chrono Trigger thing too.
Yeah, and the interpersonal. I feel like the interpersonal was a nice little surprise too.
April was PS1 month with the PlayStation Edition Game Talk with VG Mashup.
PlayStation.
The Discourse with the Completionist. Metal Gear Solid map out, and N64 versus PS1 community discourse.
That's a good month. I love having a completionist on.
Yeah, I mean that was just like surreal. That was cool. I never thought we'd get him on, so that was.
I never thought we'd get VG Mashup on. So.
We also got a shit ton of responses in that community discourse. And we also determined the rules live.
Yeah. Sure he did. We had to make a judgment call.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then May is Alex Jones, but no, it's not. It's there is no theme, but it was joked as Donkey Kong Month
Yes.
with the Game Talk Alex Jones edition with Black Metal Gamer, Super Nintendo Discourse, Donkey Kong Country 1 versus Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong Country 2 Map Out, and Button Mappers Live 3.
Crossword edition.
Yes.
That's
It was a
good.
good month too. Both the Donkey Kong countries were a hit.
The SNES Discourse was good. I liked it. It was a different side
Yeah.
of Bruno to delve into. And BMG, oh my god. That was great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. The live episode was fun. I had more fun this time, I think, than the second one.
Yeah, it was chill. We just kind of hung out.
And at this time, nothing's up for PS2 at the time of recording, but we have a week with the PS2, the Game Talk PS2 edition with BioPhoenix, Shadow of the Colossus map out, and the community discourse.
I predict it's going to be amazing.
So what's the best so far?
Best around.
Never gonna let you down.
I'm gonna say December.
Yeah. I'm with you.
December is good. I think, you know what, the only drawback I would have is I don't like to count the best of. But
Pokemon
But if you don't
is-
count the best of, you have the Mario Sunshine Map Out, Game of the Year awards, and Game Talk Christmas.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because Sunshine and Game Awards and Christmas, those are all really good. Pokemon rivals it. Like, Pokemon is really good.
The game talk for Christmas, though, it was so funny. That's one of my favorite game talks, and that was the first time we had done a game talk without guests in like months.
Yeah, that's true.
Almost a year. Yeah. You know what? It could no, it was almost a year. Yeah. So, jeez. I don't know why that was so good. Pokemon rivals it by sure. I feel like if Teddy was on the spin-off episode or the knockoff episode.
That was so weird because Alex and I were just like, we got to get this out. I think you were sick.
So sick.
And
Yeah,
you're just like, we got to get something.
We had to, the way the schedule was going, we needed to get it done.
Mm-hmm. It was one of those rare instances where, like, we did not have the content planned, like, weeks in advance. And I was just not getting better. It was miserable. I was so excited to be back.
We did what we could with that one.
Mario vs. Sonic is also up there. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know.
It's toughy, man.
They were all great months, but I would probably throw it to... I'm going to throw it to January.
Pokemon.
Yeah. I haven't listened to this in a while, but I love the Pokemon episodes. Even the ones just you and me did, Alex.
I'm glad someone liked it.
I guess I'm alone.
My brain turned to mush.
My favorite
I barely survived that first Pokemon.
Well, that first Pokemon, top 5 Pokemon dead or alive, and you're just like, Teddy. It was classic.
I think I don't know if I have the same love of Pokemon that you guys do. I personally never understood the Pokéwary thing. You're like, we're
why
doing
would you Pokemon?
You're like, we're doing Pokéwary again. I'm like, is there even enough content for Pokemon that we can do?
Oh,
like,
and we'll be doing more Pokemon.
And yeah, you guys are like, we're doing this every year. I'm like, oh, okay.
I
don't know how, but go for it.
We're doing it somehow. I don't know.
What was your favorite month from a like playing and content ingestion period? Not in terms of like the actual podcast, but the stuff you did for the podcast.
Which one gave me an indigestion? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes. Not gave you indigestion, but helped you digest.
Sorry.
For me, it would be Spencer month because I did everything, and it reminded me of like going back to the Itch Network and just like being on like a schedule of like doing a project and getting everything done. So it was interesting to do that. I don't know if I'd want to do that all the time, but it was hectic and
Just wait for Alex month.
kind of a workaholic, I guess. Wait for Alex month, where I'll be doing all the editing for Alex month.
No, the stipulation is if you get your own month, you have to edit all the videos for that month.
I'll do it. It'll be a nightmare.
Spencer set the bar, so we gotta live up to the bar.
In terms of like playing, I don't know, that's a toughie. I would say Pokewary. I had a fun time playing Gen 2, even if I just relied on Razor Leaf.
Mine was probably PS1 month, interestingly enough. And I didn't care for Metal Gear Solid. Didn't care about it, but I did like Pac-Man World. And it gave me a newfound respect for the PlayStation 1 games and controller and unit.
And wires. And memory cards.
Yeah, and upscaler. Memory cards, yeah. And Derek.
And power cable.
And VG Mashup.
And the disc tray.
And Ape Escape. And
Yeah,
Magus.
Well, in April we got an e-girl. Clickbait Carly.
Clickbait Carly.
She
That was
lost the subs.
That she did. I've yet to tell her that.
She lost us subs?
Yeah, we lost subs that day.
Oh.
These gaming YouTubers are sticklers.
Yeah. It was like, you can't have any e-girls on my podcast.
You're like, what the hell is this? Girls are icky.
Ew. Ew.
Ew, I didn't
Yeah, I
subscribe
haven't-
for this.
That's
Unsubscribe.
what, Clipbait Carly was played by my friend Ninya. She's a model, and I haven't. Well, she did it to me as a favor. I asked her if she'd play the part. She agreed and sent me the parts and stuff. But I haven't told her that she lost the subs.
You know, when you first did that, I was laughing first off. I thought it was great. But I thought you did like Fiverr or something.
No, that's a close friend of mine. She's actually in an episode of Frickin' Frack too. She looks totally different because that's not how she looks. You know, she's playing a part.
Yeah, she's
But-
a badass. She kicked you and Damon's ass.
She ran Damon's face into a brick wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Don't mess with Clickbait Carly. Maybe that's why the viewers left. They were scared.
yeah,
Like,
maybe they watched
Oh no, I
They
gotta
watched-
go. She's gonna kick my ass.
They watched Bounty and they were like, "We're not fucking with this girl." Out of here. But yeah, that was. I was happy to have outside help for that April Fool. Well, Damon even helped with that one too because I turned Metal Jesus into a narrative.
Oh no. I want to stop eating.
Dude, that was so fucking. I almost threw up after I did that. I was just eating that block of cheese. It was terrible.
You went a pretty long time.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get to the whole thing, but I quickly realized it was not happening.
I didn't expect the narrative. I don't know if I would have preferred just like no commentary, just like heavy metal eating with like the theme song
Well,
playing. in
I
the
thought
background.
I'd be since the first video was just a parody of Metal Jesus. I thought it'd be funny if I just turned it on its head and made a narrative out of it.
Oh, it
and I have
was. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have big plans for next April Fool's. So
I just hoped for like just 8 minutes of you eating cheese with like the heavy metal expression on your face. Like,
Terry would have loved that.
so what are your hopes and expectations for the next year of Button Mappers?
I hope to get my divorce papers signed by Terry.
It must be weird being married to your son.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got rebooted. Sorry, yeah, he's my son.
Yeah,
now.
you went through a reboot. You know,
I
your
forgot.
common marriage reboot.
I forgot about the reboot. No,
But he's still working on the papers.
the marriage isn't canon anymore. I forgot. Sorry. It's just,
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
We forgot we were married. Yeah.
yeah, this is a different timeline.
That was last season.
That doesn't matter anymore.
I'm just in it for growth. I want to see more growth. I don't. We've gotten a lot of good content. I think we've polished it really well. I just don't. There's some missing puzzle piece. We need to get more growth.
Yeah, we need to mark. There's something we're missing with the marketing.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. If you haven't noticed, people watching, we've experimented a lot with the videos the shorts that we're coming out with, and we're working on it. We're trying to figure out the right way to do it. So, bear with us.
If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comments.
VG Mashup, if you want to make a Butt Mavericks commercial,
Specifically you.
Or make a video response.
make a video response. Make us a platter of cookies.
Leave us an essay in the comments, Terry. Oh, my hopes and expectations. Well, I think it's to be expected. We got another year's worth of strong Monday upload content. I expect that the clips are going to start doing more for us, and they'll be more up to date with the month that we post them from. So, like, for instance, if a game talk posts, I expect us to be caught up to the point where we can just upload each clip from that month as a review. I hope it works. I hope we surpass. I'll throw a higher number out there, maybe like 125 subs come next year. Obviously 100, the big 100. That's the Clu Clu Land Columns 24-hour live stream special. You know, I hope I survive. I'm not doing 24. I'm doing 8. You guys each have to pick 8 of either game, and we're gonna live stream that to the channel.
Totally.
You know what games just as bad as those is Dragon Quest 11 S Edition. So I think that would be like an equivalent.
No,
what I could do for that.
I don't think so.
It's just it's freaking terrible. Just like
it's
like
your
those
pick,
two.
Spencer. Clu Clu Land or Columns?
Or
no,
Dragon.
That's not.
Quest.
That's what RPG Archive is for, which you, the viewer, can check out now. We'll have links in the description below. But in the meantime, when we surpass 100 subscribers, you can look forward to 8 hours of Clu Clu Land or Columns live stream from me, Spencer, and Alex.
And join Sensei Teddy over on Majority,
where we do tea reviews for Terry 309.
What are my hopes and expectations? I think last year, I don't remember what I said exactly, but I think mine had something to do with guests or something. I don't know. What are my hopes and expectations in the coming years? I hope to expand our portfolio of map outs. We've already started a little bit this year. We started to diversify a little bit, and we're continuing to, and I hope to continue to. So,
what do you hope to diversify it to?
Less strictly Nintendo. I'm sure we'll still do Nintendo. I'm sure we'll do Mario, Donkey Kong, all that stuff we usually do. But I'm hoping to branch out and try other things that are outside of the realm of Nintendo. But if we strictly rely on Nintendo forever, we're going to run out of content. We're not. We're going to get to a point where it's like, okay, we're mapping out. I don't fucking know. It's just some Starfy, the Legend of Starfy. It's like, who cares? So I'm happy that we did Metal Gear. I'm happy we did Final Fantasy VII. I'm happy that we're doing we're doing Shadow of the Colossus. We haven't recorded that yet, and I'm happy that this month in July, when you listen to this, next week we'll have another map out. Sorry, I forgot the name of the show. Map out. That's kind of not expected. So
I kind of hope to continue in the trends, the map out portfolio that we have. Like, I would like to do a whole series of like the country games. We're at 3. I want to keep going with that. Do Country Returns, do Tropical Freeze. It'd be a great reason to play it. And 64 maybe.
Well, like I said, I'm sure we'll do Mario, Donkey Kong, Pokemon. I'm sure we'll keep those going, but I want to diversify. You know what I really want to do? I want to do Fable. I don't know. I really want to do Fable. I know. You moan, Spencer, but that's why I want to do it. I think it's worth looking at.
Okay, fair enough. I have it. I'm ready to go.
That's
it's on.
guys.
You can get it on Steam for $5. The Ultimate Edition or whatever. Usually.
I guess I'll have to play the Steam version. I don't have the Xbox, so. Weird.
But yeah, it's just
Maybe they'll release it on the. They'll do something with it on the Xbox thing.
You know
I
what?
don't know.
I have the original PC game, but this computer doesn't have a disk drive. That's sad.
just eat it.
Consume it. Consume its content.
Become the Fable. Become Peter Molyneux. Tell me you can plant an acorn in the game and it'll grow into a tree. What a fucking liar.
You know. Okay. Yes.
Hate Peter Molyneux.
Story of Fable. But you know what the weirdest video I want to make with you guys is? We planned this out, but we still need to do it. Is Teddy versus Alex in one of the Sonics doing a speed run, and Terry and I are commentating on it.
Terry won't do it.
I know.
Text commentary.
No, it has to be him being my being the JR to my king, and but I know he's like hesitant to do it. Which I don't get why. He'd be great at it because he hates the game. So he would just keep yelling at how stupid it is. Wow, this game's terrible. The graphics are awful. And Alex just jumped real high. He's getting ahead. Ahead of what? This game's shit.
And Spencer,
Just
that's
like
why it's
the-
absolute bullshit. The theory crafting that goes into Sonic, this open world
Just
game
like
design,
the-
it doesn't exist. You don't get to really enjoy the level because you're going too fast.
Just like the DLC paywall of having to pay for the game. It should come free on the console.
It's absolutely garbage that they don't just give you this game. They should just give it to you because it's not to trash. They should just give you trash. You shouldn't have to pay for trash.
And Teddy fell into the lava pit. He's got to start over.
I think you're missing. I think Spencer. I think you're missing the. I think what you need is to take you out of the situation and just have Terry and Malta.
Oh, but them do the thing, and I'll just be the producer in the back.
Yeah.
Did you play Valkyrie Profile 2 yet, Spencer?
Dude, this isn't as good as Outriders.
Dude.
Yeah.
Amir, what do you think? Hold on, I'm gonna translate.
This is
Okay, Amir said, and I was born with the placenta.
No, oh no, the placenta. Oh, well.
Well, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Something. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
It's the Button Mapper anniversary. Celebrating 2 years for Spencer.
Right now, in real time, I don't know what we're doing, but we're on vacation.
Spencer in a Hawaiian dress.
oh yeah.
Spencer in a Hawaiian skirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
69.
Oh nice.
Donkey!
Okay. So be ready for vacation month
Donkey month.
here in August. It's gonna be great. That might not be the best month.
Yeah, unless we have bad chemistry in person. Then
Yeah,
it'll
we
be the
just
worst
fucking-
one.
Just fucking
Hate each other.
and quit the show.
Yeah, we just absolutely despise each other.
We're all just getting in fights and, like, you know, our girlfriends and sisters
Dude.
trying to break it up.
Oh, dude, I would love to do a fucking Jersey Shore parody. That'd be amazing.
Spencer
down.
Shore. Pauly Shore.
Jersey
Probably
Shore. Yeah, starring Nathan Fillion.
We need to do, like, Survivor Button Mappers Edition. These 3 members only have 1 week to get together and find a way to get along. If they don't, well, everything's on the line. Including 2 years worth of content, baby.
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 Baby. These 3 men are trapped in a car for a week, and all they have to eat is 1 pack of saltine crackers.
You can see
It's getting
Spencer's
it's getting-
face on the window.
It's getting hot. It's getting hot in this car.
water!
It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting really hot in this car.
There you go. Would you watch that? Mappers and Mittens?
3 men trapped in a hot car for a week with nothing but a pack of saltine
We'll be
crackers.
live streaming.
I'd watch it. Sounds good. How are they gonna get out? Who knows?
I gotta suck the moisture out of this cracker.
It's kind of like a microphone in the car. It's just...
I'm recording this video log from my car. It's 8 p.m. The temperature is still Arizona toad hot. Approximately 89 degrees. Spencer is slurping off the cracker. Alex has passed the cracker to Spencer that he is now slurping off of. I believe they are sharing saliva. It's getting weirder. I don't know how much longer I can last, but I'm going to have to use my resources. Signing off. This is Majority.
Did you just eat the slurp cracker? What the fuck is wrong with you, Spencer?
Call medical.
Dude, I would love to call somebody a slurp cracker. You fucking slurp cracker.
Brought to you by the Button Mappers' new snack, Slurp Crackers.
Slurp crackers.
Making
Come
you
get your
slurp.
bag of slurp crackers today. Come on down. Slurp your crackers.
Slurpy crackers.
Get a slurp off
crackers.
of them crackers.
Are they a cracker? Are they a drink? We'll never know.
We'll find out next time
Slurp
on
crackers.
the Button Mappers.
I imagine it's like a gusher, but it's like a cracker with like filling, like gross gooey filling.
And for those reasons, I'm out.
Black Metal never sent me the clip, so we're on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Should we end there?
Yes.
Oh, I stopped recording.
It doesn't matter.